History in the House. For the first time ever, lawmakers vote a Speaker of the House of Representatives out of the job. Good evening and welcome to this edition of Eyewitness News Extra Time. I'm Joe Torres. An extraordinary showdown on Capitol Hill just threw the House and its Republican leadership into chaos.
The office of Speaker of the House of the United States House of Representatives is hereby declared vacant.
The vote to remove Representative Kevin McCarthy was 216 to 210. A contingent of hard right Republican conservatives forced the move. They brought forward the motion to vacate. The next steps are now uncertain. Representative Patrick McHenry from North Carolina picks up the gavel as Speaker pro tempore, temporary Speaker, but there is no obvious successor to lead the House Republican majority. ABC's Em Nguyen joins us now from Washington with more on this historic day on the Hill. Em.
Hey, Joe. Yeah, this was an unprecedented vote. Never have we ever seen a House Speaker ousted from his post. You know, remember, it took McCarthy 15 rounds of votes to actually get the job back in January, and now it's officially vacant again. In a historic vote, the House ousting Speaker Kevin McCarthy from his post.
The office of Speaker of the House of the United States House of Representatives is hereby declared vacant.
Florida Representative Matt Gaetz spearheaded the motion to vacate the chair, which triggered the process that led to McCarthy being voted out.
Chaos is Speaker McCarthy. Chaos is somebody who we cannot trust with their word.
The House is narrowly divided, and McCarthy could only afford to lose 4 Republicans. Before the vote, Democratic House Leader Hakeem Jeffries sent a letter to his members, informing them he and other leaders would vote to oust McCarthy.
We encourage our Republican colleagues who claim to be more traditional to break from the extremists. In the chaos, in the dysfunction, in the extremism.
As the process played out, McCarthy first bringing up a motion to table Gaetz's resolution, but it failed. The next vote on the motion to vacate following immediately after. McCarthy losing that vote.
This is historic and entirely without precedent.
So a new acting speaker will take the gavel for a short term, chosen from a list McCarthy submitted to the House clerk in January. When the House is prepared to move forward, a new speaker election will take place. Some saying that time-consuming process, coming just a month and a half away from another potential government shutdown, isn't good for anyone. This all coming after McCarthy worked with Democrats to pass a spending bill to keep the government open until mid-November.
At the end of the day, if you throw a speaker out that has 99% of their conference, I think we're in a really bad place for how we're going to run Congress.
Now the stage is set for the House to see a new majority leader in the chamber, but this historic vote only underscoring the bitter infighting and major divisions among House Republicans. Joe?
There's an acting speaker, but there isn't an official one. So how do we get to that point?
Right. So at this point, as you kind of mentioned, Representative Patrick McHenry, who is a top ally for Kevin McCarthy, will act as the Speaker pro temp. His powers are much more limited. It's not clear exactly how long he's going to be in that temporary role. And we also don't know exactly how long he's allowed to be in that temporary role. We do know, however, that the House will have to have a Speaker election at some point soon. Again, the timing of that election is not clear, and who might be the best or most probable alternative to McCarthy is not clear at this time. Another big question, Joe, is whether McCarthy will step away quietly or actually fight for his job again, potentially trying to make the case again that he deserves another shot at being Speaker, Joe.
And personal reflection, there you were on the Hill today for an event we've never seen before. What was it like as this news sort of went down?
Yeah, I mean, certainly tensions were high across all areas of the Capitol. This was a truly, Joe, truly stunning vote. This is something we have never seen before in the last century as we continue to watch what happens on Capitol Hill. So right now, remember, in the House, there are more than 220 Republicans. It only took 8 to get rid of McCarthy from his position. That is truly unprecedented. So at this point moving forward, we're going to have to watch out very closely because we've never been in this situation before, Joe.
New ground for sure. Em Nguyen in Washington tonight. Em, thank you for your reporting.